This host believes that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. I agree with the motions. There is 2 points that I will deliver. First is because as a feminist, if the feminists oppose the K-pop industry, the teenager in the world can more love themselves just the way they are and not force themselves to fit in beauty standard that exist in Korea. Why? Because the idol from K-pop industry indirectly shows the viewers that have a great skill is not enough, if not being support of a gorgeous appearance. For example, such as IU, the famous idol in Korea. IU have a great talent, but because she is fat before, she is not admitted in industry in Korea. So she is trying her best to losing her fat with extreme diets such as only eat sweet potatoes and eat apple and only drink milk in the night. And it's really dangerous for the health. It can causing dizzy and we are have less carbohydrate, and really dangerous. It's really dangerous if we do it continuously in a long day. So unfortunately, as a teenager who as a idol who really famous, of course IU have a lot of idols, right? So unfortunately, there is still have several teenager who imitate the IU's style of diet, which is her extreme diet, and it's really dangerous to do. So if we are not trying to fit in beauty standard in Korea, we can just love ourselves just the way we are, and more improve ourselves in another great things such as in healthy and another activities than only in appearance. And then the second idea is if we oppose the K-pop industry. Why? Because each countries in the world have their uniqueness, such as in Thailand, if they have a long neck, they are pretty. In China, if they have slim hips, they are pretty. And another countries have their own uniqueness like that. But if we are to focus on beauty standard that famous in nowadays, like beauty standard in Korea, the uniqueness in each countries can disappear. Why we have to follow the beauty standard in Korea if each countries have the uniqueness and they're beautiful on their own countries? And why feminists aggressively have to oppose the K-pop industry? Because mostly the teenager who stand K-pop mostly is the woman, right? As a woman, we have a lot of responsibility to do in this time or in the future. If the teenager in nowadays only wasting their time only for seeing K-pop, only for focus on beauty standard and etc., they're only just wasting their time and end up with having no skill such as cooking, which is, as a woman, cooking is really important. Like they can lose another skill that important, such as skill on computer for works, or another skill that maybe if they productive in a day, they can have a lot of skill that useful for themselves. But because the teenagers nowadays really focus on beauty standard and really wants to follow in a Korean style, it's really wasting their time and impact to themselves in this time or in the future. In this time, such as sometimes people waste their time to watch the Korean idols such as Blackpink or EXO or BTS in several hours per day. Even they want to sleep late at night, just only seeing their idol K-pop or just seeing the items or seeing the product that the idol wears. They even want to do it. So, such as if some idols using this product, the teenager will more tend to buy that product than another product, and value if another person not using this product is not beauty. So the value of beauty is measure of the Korean standard like this. It show how big the impact of Korean in teenager in the whole world. That's why I believe that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Okay, I am in the side that I agree that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Okay, many of K-popers argue that when we critique their idol or their K-pop stuff, either from the physical or food or lifestyle, and then we are blaming them. But it is totally mistake, because we're just realizing our environment. We're just realizing people around us, that most of K-popper fans in the world is women. Then why feminist movement should oppose this industry? Because we are not naive that K-pop industry has influenced many aspects in this life, and at this point is about the feminist movement. K-pop industry gave a lot of influence that should not be like that. The portion is passing the limit, because this K-pop industry custom their performance in such a way and make many people, especially women, feel comfort in it, and then it has been addicted men and women in a bad way. Many feminist movement forcing themselves to do the plastic surgery just for imitate. They're trying to be as close as their idol. Then they put their idol in this point is Korean as their beauty standard. So they even wanna hurt themselves just for being alike close as their idol. And then we can see that popularity of K-pop industry is different with other actors. Maybe many people say that why always K-pop? Why always Korean? There are many industries in this world. But as I said before, that we are not naive. K-pop has been given many influence in this world, especially for women. For example, if we're talking about the Western, Ariana, woman, Billie Eilish, Selena Gomez, they are through up and down in every country. But it is different with K-pop. K-pop it is always at the top position until many producers, many CEO want to hire Korean actress for being their brand ambassador. Besides of that, in the fact that they have many beautiful women at their own country. They have many good women at their country, but they are addicted. They are they're thinking that if we hired K-pop, if we hired a Korean actress to be our brand ambassador, then we will get more profit from it. And it is not good for a country movement. So why feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry? Because as the Prime Minister said, and the Putin and the member of the government said that K-pop industry has influenced every woman in such a bad way. They oftenly spend their time in a bad way. They just watching Korean drama. They stay up all night. In the fact that at the tomorrow morning they have go to school. They have do their obligation, their activity. They're responsible. For example, that. A woman teenager, she's still 16, and then at the tomorrow morning she has to go to the school to do the examination. But because of she has been addicted with the Korean drama, she has a desire that, oh my god, I want to be like IU, I want to be like Sohyun. And then she watch the movies oftenly, and then she feels so sleepy. And then at the class, she will not be focused at her lesson anymore. So once again, we are not naive that K-pop has influenced many aspects in the world in a bad way. So in every side of movement in this world, we are realizing that at each of movement in the world, there were K-pop stuff like producer hired a Korean actress, and then women oftenly use skincare, right? But without knowing the ingredients of the skincare, but because of their idol is being the brand ambassador of that brand, and then they want to buy the brand. For example, Sambaimi, it is from Korean. Because of Sehun and Chanyeol is being the brand ambassador of Sambaimi, without knowing the ingredients, without compare that skincare. There are many skincare is also good at their own country, but because of their idol is being the brand ambassador, then they want to buy it. Even usually the skincare from Korean, especially maybe not from Korean, maybe, for example, Indonesia, for example. This is a skincare from Indonesia, but as I've said before, the CAO think that if I hired a Korean actress, I will get more profit. Then she hired a Korean actress to be the brand ambassador. Actually, it is usually expensive, but many women even want to spend their money for expensive stuff because just for support their idol, because their idol is being the brand ambassador of that brand. Okay, so that's why I agree that the feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Thank you.